Are you wasting thousands of dollars on insurances that you don't need? And are you sufficiently protected with the insurances that you have? Let's figure that out together. Hello, everyone. My name is Brad Reed. I would like to encourage you to be good. And by good, I mean get out of debt, achieve your financial dreams, and give generously to your community. Welcome to Financial Fundamentals version 2. This is video 7, Insurance You Need and Insurance You Don't Need. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment only. Should you want personalized advice, please seek a competent individual in your area. The basic plan of Financial Fundamentals is to get prepared financially, because if you are prepared and opportunity comes, you can experience massive success. So a lot of that preparedness is making a plan in advance on what we're going to do with our money. Many folks have a plan on what they're going to do in the morning or if they go to the grocery store, but they don't have a plan on what they're going to do with their money for retirement or even their monthly expenditure. So we're going to fix that. A lot of these plans are going to focus on spending less than you earn so you can grow your wealth. And retirement is when your money is growing faster than you spend it after inflationary effects. So what is insurance? Insurance is basically some money that you pay to an organization, and if a certain event happens, they give you a lot of money back. Again, insurance does not protect you from this event from happening. It does not prevent from happening. The protection just comes in, you're going to get some money. So if you have life insurance, and there's a whole nother video on life insurance, if you get life insurance and you die, someone will get some money. If you have if you have car insurance and something happens to your car, you will get money. Again, insurance does not prevent the occurrences from happening, just means you're going to get some money. So what is the purpose of insurance? This is where most people get it wrong. So we have to be sure we get it right. The purpose of insurance is to protect against financially catastrophic events. So think about whatever event you have insurance for. If that event happened, would it be financially catastrophic? If so, you need insurance. If you drive your car accidentally through an art museum and you destroy a couple of $1 million worth of art, it'd be nice to have insurance on that, right? You need insurance on that. If your house burns down and you have to come up with $150,000 or $350,000 to get a new house, for most people, they need insurance on that. So that's why you have insurance on it. But if you have a $200 cell phone and you drop it in the toilet and you're out $200 to replace it, that's probably not financially catastrophic. Let's hope that it's not financially catastrophic. So the things to consider when you're getting insurance for things that would be financially catastrophic is what is covered and what is not covered. Because I've gotten burned on a lot of things that are not covered. We'll talk about that. What about the ability of the insurance company to pay? I've gotten burned on that. We'll talk about that. And then, of course, the deductible. Guess what? I've been burned on that too. And I'll talk to you about that. So insurance you do not need. What are you spending hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on stuff you don't need? Remember, the purpose of insurance is to protect from financially catastrophic event. Here's how insurance companies kind of build in their pricing. This is how they work. Number one, they calculate and the cost of an event. So let's say you buy a $1,000 TV, and because they have sold 100,000 of these TVs, they know that 1% of these TVs, they're going to have a complete replacement. So if the TV costs $1,000, there's a 1% chance of having to replace the TV. That's $10 per TV that needs to be covered for. Now, you add in the cost of the company overhead. How much does it cost to pay all the people and pay for their CEOs and their CFOs and CIOs and all those C people? What about their skyscraper in downtown Manhattan, New York? Obviously, that's the best cost-effective place to have a business office is in downtown Manhattan. And whoever's buying the insurance, part of that goes to pay for that. And then the sales rep that sells you that insurance is heavily incented. A lot of times they get between 30 and 70% of the total cost that you pay. So if you are paying $200 for an insurance on a TV, the sales rep may be getting $100, maybe even $140 of that insurance. That's why they're so darn pushy about selling you this insurance junk that you don't need. So if you're a math guy like me, you got $1,000 TV, there's a 1% chance that the whole TV has to be replaced. There's maybe a 3% chance that it needs a $2 part. All of that together comes to $10 plus $60, $70 of actual damage that may happen to the TV, and there's a 4% chance that anything has to happen, right? Then they pay the sales reps a whole bunch. You end up paying $200 when in actuality it's only going to cost $70. So as you can see, that's insurance you don't need, because if you're buying a $1,000 TV, that if you have to completely replace that TV, that should not be financially catastrophic, or else you should not be buying that TV. So avoid insurance on TVs, cell phones, furniture, anything that if an event happens, it will not be financially catastrophic. Home warranties. These are different than homeowners. So a homeowner mean that if the house burns down, that you get money to rebuild a house. A home warranty means if your ice maker goes out, they'll get you a new ice maker. Guess what? An ice maker is not financially catastrophic. And if you do have that happen, they will ask you, well, what happened? And then you have to pay someone to figure out what happened. And then they'll be like, oh, the motor on the fluidimeter part, yeah, that's not covered. Or another time that happened to me, the garage door broke. Oh, well, we'll pay for the $150 part, but the $750 part and the labor, that's not covered. We'll pay for the part, but not the. So they end up all of these little things where you think that you're covered, but when the event happens, they either don't pay for it or they only pay for a very small part of it. And that's how these home warranty companies are ripping you off. Child life insurance. Folks, if your child dies, it will be emotionally catastrophic, but it will not be financially catastrophic. Life insurance is for replacing income. Most children do not generate income. However, these life insurance companies, they're going to come at you with all the sad stories and the emotionally wrecking stories, but life insurance does not protect you from the event happening. All it means is that you would get a chunk of money, and God forbid you should ever lose a child. There is no amount of money on the planet that is going to make you whole. Do not get sucked in. Do not waste hundreds or thousands of dollars on insurance on things that are not financially catastrophic. Now, a little bit later on, we're going to talk about building up an emergency fund of 3 to maybe even 9 months of your expenses. So you will have a $5,000, $10,000, maybe even a $20,000, $25,000 emergency fund, so that if the TV goes out, you can just go get another one. Or if your garage door stops working, you can just pay to have it fixed because you have an emergency fund. That is your personal insurance fund on everything. So be sure you get the insurance on the stuff that you are required to have. I believe everyone that drives has to have car insurance. If you have a mortgage, you are required to have insurance on your house. The rules change every election on this one, but at one point you were required to have health insurance. I would strongly encourage everyone to at least have, I forget what they call it right now, but it's that sort of that high-end insurance for catastrophic stuff. Like if you get cancer or if you get some horrible disease, you got insurance on that. But if you just need a flu shot, a $20 flu shot, or one you can get free most places, you aren't paying for insurance on the stuff that is not financially catastrophic. And your job may require you to have certain insurances. If it does, get it. But is it worth it? There was one time I was signing up. I'd gotten hired. I'd gotten the offer. I was signing the papers for a part-time job that was going to pay $20,000, but they wanted me to carry a $5,000 error and omission insurance. And I'm like, you want me to pay 25% of my paycheck for this insurance policy? No, thank you. And I walked out. So then you have to ask yourself, would it be financially devastating if it happened? So consider getting level-term life insurance outside of your work, because a lot of times if you don't die at work, you get sick, and then you either quit or you get fired, and then you lose your life insurance through work. So get your life insurance outside of work. What about critical illness and health and long-term disability? If that would be financially devastating, then get insurance. What if your house is paid off and you're not required anymore? Would it be financially devastating if your house burned down? If so, get insurance. A lot of people have just the bare minimum Liability car insurance. Well, what happens if you accidentally drive your car through a rich person's house? Or what if you destroy an art museum? You might need extra liability on your car insurance. What about long-term care insurance if you are over the age of 60? Eventually, a lot of people will not be able to work and will need long-term care. So I would suggest getting long-term care insurance. And if you have a retirement account, you can get insurance on that too. What? A lot of people didn't know you can get insurance on your retirement accounts. Yes, you can. Learn more about that at www.reallifetrading.com, how to get insurance on your retirement accounts. So again, what is insurance? It is to protect you against things that are financially catastrophic. You must understand what is covered and what is not covered. If the things that you need coverage on are not covered in that policy, like many of the home warranty programs that I've seen, not homeowners, the home warranty, car insurance, sorry, not car insurance, but what do they call it? Extended car repair insurance stuff. There's a lot of car repair insurances that say, hey, if you have a used car, you need repair insurance. But the problem is that these companies that are selling you repair coverage on your car, they can't pay it. And so you say, hey, you know what? I need an $800 suspension part. They say, sorry, we can't pay it. And then they just file bankruptcy. So be wary of that. Points to consider: what is covered, what is not covered, the ability of the insurance company to pay, and the deductible. I once had a guy on a bicycle smash into the side of my car at a red light. It did $468 worth of damage. I had a $500 deductible. So I was left high and dry. So only get insurance if it's going to be financially catastrophic. If you do decide it's financially catastrophic, be sure what you are paying for will cover the events that you want coverage on, that the insurance company will pay and can pay, and that the deductible is reasonable. Folks, talk to your partner, your mentor, your spouse, whomever your financial accountability partner is. Make a plan on what you're going to do. That's what the whole Financial Fundamentals series is about. It's about making a plan. Continue watching the Financial Fundamentals version 2 videos. Go over to www.reallifetrading.com. Start building that investing skill now, so that when you are ready to invest, you have that skill finally honed and ready to go. You can learn how to get insurance on your retirement accounts over there. If there's a house that you know of that's boarded up and is a possible area for crime, let me know. I'd like to buy that house, renovate it, and resell it. By doing so, I can put local men and women to work. I can bring up the property values of the people in that area, and I can generate tax revenue for the local schools and police. And also, I can pay you a referral fee. Woohoo! Email me, Brad Reed at winwinfinancialsolutions.com or Brad at reallifetrading.com. Folks, thanks for watching this video. You rock. And as always, invest on logic, not on hope. Have a good one, everybody.